Hi everybody, welcome to Core 30. My name is Gaby. Today, all we're gonna need is our water bottle and a mat and a great attitude. So let's get straight into our warm-up. We're gonna start off with just rolling our neck out. I like to start off going on the back side first to really make sure I'm getting every part of my neck, focusing on the back at first, and then transitioning it to the front. Really making sure that my neck is getting warmed up and getting all that strain out of my neck from being on the computer throughout the day and being at my desk, making sure that it's really getting all warmed up and ready for our workout. We're halfway through this, so if you want, you can switch to the front if you haven't already. Really focusing on whatever part of your neck you feel needs the most focus on. You can hold it if you'd like, and then switch to the other side. We have 10 more seconds here. And in 3, 2, 1, going into some arm circles, little circles forward, starting to warm up our arms and our shoulders for when we get into those planks. Really making sure we're warming up and we're starting to wake up the body. If you want to add a little bit cardio into it, you could start hopping around, making sure we're getting our legs into it as well. Then we can start going backwards, little circles backwards, hopping it out, getting our legs into this as well. And then slowing down our hops and going big arm circles forward. Really making sure that our shoulders are getting a good stretch. If it's beneficial to you, you can go one shoulder at a time, really focusing on the one arm and then doing the other. And we can start going backwards, both at the same time or one at a time. Whatever's most comfortable for you. We have about 5 more seconds here. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. We're starting to go into our marching twist, hands up and twisting, really starting to engage our core now, our first core movement. Really focusing on that crunch, getting our elbow to our knee. It's a goal. It's okay if you don't reach it. What I don't want you is to put strain on your neck to get there, making sure that our hands are just up at our heads to give us that goal. We're gonna keep here, keep stepping it out, really trying to engage our core during this entire warm-up. We have about 20 more seconds here, so keep at it. If your arms are getting a little tired, shake them out while you keep march, and then you can get back into it. Making sure that you're taking this workout for you. Do each movement as what you think is best for you. We have 5 more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Next, we're going to a side crunch. So I just want you here and crunching your legs so you work on those obliques, those side of the arms. I like to use my hands to have a goal as well. Making sure we're really crunching and feeling it on the side of our core, each side. You can reach up and pull if you find that more comfortable, or do like in the other one, which is just the goal of getting your elbows to your knees. Whatever you prefer. We have 30 more seconds here, so keep at it, really engaging our obliques. Really focusing on the entire core, because we're gonna be working it the entire time. So I want you to make sure you're nice and warmed up. 15 more seconds, keep at it. Anytime you want, also feel free to take a drink of water. You can take a break, get a drink of water, and come back. It's whenever you need it. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Now, time to go to the edge of our mat and start going into our inchworm. Hinging at the hips, crawling down into our plank, then coming right back up. Feeling the stretch in our hamstrings, the back of our legs, and starting to feel it in our core with the plank, and putting those tension in those shoulders as well. Making sure we're holding it at the plank for just a bit to make sure we're still engaging our core. Holding it, making sure that our glutes are not in the air or down to the floor. Everything is stable and straight. We have 10 more seconds here, and then that's the end of our warm-up. So really make sure you have every body part in your body warmed up so we can get a good workout in. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Get a drink of water, take a rest while I explain the first set. Our first set, it's gonna be 2 exercises, repeating it 3 times, 35 seconds on with a 15-second rest. We're starting on our backs, on our mat, with toe touches. Simply having our legs up in the sky and trying to reach our toes. Afterwards, we're gonna stay on our backs, having our feet down this time, and trying to reach our ankles with what I call penguin touches, moving from side to side. So let's get started with our 35 seconds on with a 15-second rest. Get ready on your mat, laying down, because we're starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Trying to reach up as far as you can. You don't have to go up that high. You can stay here and try to reach your socks if you have long socks like I do. Do what feels best for you. If you need a rest, go down, take a second, and then get back into it. I want you to try to get as many as you can in these. We have 15 more seconds to go. Trying to reach as far up as you can. Whew. I need a little second to breathe, and then I'm gonna go right back into it. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. We're gonna get into our penguin touches next. So I want you on your back, just like this, and we're gonna be reaching our sides. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Going from side to side here, reaching our feet, really feeling it in our obliques each time. I want you to make sure that when you're contracting, you're feeling it right on the side of your core for each side. Again, you need a rest. Your core is feeling like it's on fire. You need to take a second, breathe, and go straight back into it when you're ready. We have 5 more seconds, so keep pushing. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Sit up if you want. You can stretch out that core a little bit, stretch to the side, because we're starting up again with the toe touches in about 5 seconds, so get ready. And in 3, 2, 1, let's go. These are really hard for me, so I'm gonna really try to push myself and get up as high as I can, really engaging my core each time, going down and really using my core to lift me up, trying not to just use momentum, using my core and my strength to do so. We have 15 more seconds here, so keep at it. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Lay down, take a quick breath, and then we're getting into our penguin touches in about 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. From side to side here, really contracting that core on the side of your core, your obliques. Going from side to side. If you want extra challenge, move your feet out farther so you have a harder goal to reach each time. If you need it easier, move your feet up closer so it's an easier goal. Really trying to get from side to side, pushing yourself, try to get as far as you can. We have 10 more seconds, keep at it. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Take a quick break, stretch it out if you need it. I'm gonna stretch this side and go to the other side, really stretching out my core to get ready for this last time around. It's the last time, so give it all you have. We're starting with our toe touches in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Trying to really use my core to get up as high as I can. Each time, trying to have a goal. My goal are my socks. Trying to reach my socks every time. Using my core and not momentum. We have 15 more seconds. And keep at it. Try to get more in than you can. It's the last time we're doing this. Try to get more. And in 3, 2, 1. Relax. Whew. That one was difficult. We have one more time with our penguin touches, and then we get a water break. So give it all you have right here. We're starting in about 5 seconds. Put your feet in the right position, set your goal, and let's get started. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. From side to side, really reaching as far down as you can. Trying to keep your shoulders away from your ears, keep them down, and try to keep them off the mat so you can easily slide from side to side using that core the entire time. 15 more seconds, keep at it. Reaching as far down as you can. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Whew. Take a quick break. I'm gonna get a drink of water. I suggest you guys should too. Our next set is gonna be a plank set. This one, we're gonna have 2 moves, just like the other one, and we're gonna repeat it 3 times. 35 seconds on with a 15-second rest. So we're gonna start is with what I call plank with a hip dip. So you can either be on your hands or on your elbows. You're gonna be in your plank position, and you're gonna be moving your hips from side to side. Really focusing on getting that hip low and bringing it back up into our proper plank position. After that, following a similar pattern, we're gonna go to our side lunge. My side plank, and we're gonna lift up either on elbow or on your hands, and we're gonna do hip dips from up and down, really focusing on bringing it up as far as you can each time. And then we're gonna do it on the other side. So technically, it's 3 moves. We're gonna get started in about 10 seconds with our plank, with our hip dips on each side. And let's get started with 3, 2, 1. We're really trying to move our hips from side to side. If this hurts your wrist, go down to your elbows, and you can do the same thing. Really making sure that our hips are going from side to side, and we're keeping our core engaged the entire time. You want to make sure that your back is still straight the entire time, and it's like your hips are following a semicircle all around you. Making sure you're always getting into that proper plank position back and going to the other side. And rest in 3, 2, 1. Relax. Get ready for our side planks because they're coming in about 5 seconds. You want to decide whether you want to do it on your hand or your elbows. It's totally up to you. But let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Really lifting up. Trying to lift up as much as you can. With this hand, you can lift it up if you feel like it's helping you with your balance, or you can have it on your hips, whatever you prefer. We have 15 more seconds here. Keep at it. Really lifting your hip each time, focusing on the side of your core, your obliques. We have 5 more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. We're gonna go on to the other side because we need to stay even. I'll move to the other side of my mat and start getting ready for the side plank with the hip dips again. And we're starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Going down, coming right back up. Keeping the hand on the hips or up, whatever you prefer. Really focusing on that side of your core. Really wanting to lift your hips up as high as you can and making sure the movement is controlled. We have 15 more seconds. If you ever feel like you're losing your balance, stagger your feet so you have more balance. It's much easier this way. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Take your 15 seconds break. We're getting right back into the plank with the hip dips. Again, on your elbows or on your hands, whatever's most comfortable. But let's get started. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. I want you to make sure that with your hands, your elbows, Your shoulders, elbows, and wrists are always in line. You don't want them too far out because that may cause injury. Same thing with too far forward. You want to make sure, if you're doing it on your hands as well, you're still keeping that semicircle of your hips rotation. Making sure that you're always coming back into that regular plank. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Good job, guys. Let's go back into our side planks. I'm gonna go back to the side of the mat because that's what I started on. We're getting started in 3, 2, 1, let's go. I'm gonna stagger my feet to make sure I have good balance. Really trying to focus on my hips, moving them down and up, controlled the entire time. If at any time this is starting to feel uncomfortable, come down. If it's your wrist that's uncomfortable, switch it up, switch it back into the elbow, making sure you're really focusing on bringing that hip up. We have 10 more seconds here, keep at it. I bet you guys are looking awesome, keep at it. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Switch sides, we're going into the other side on our side plank. Get ready, either hands or elbows, whatever you like. And in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Starting here and coming down and lifting your hips as much as you can. Each time, focusing on keeping that core engaged. You want to have both of your legs not touching the floor when your hips are up. Keeping it up every time. We have 15 more seconds here. Keep at it. Really focusing on lifting that hip as high as you can each time. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Whew. That was 2 times around. We have to do it one more time, so let's get ready. In our plank with the hip dips, rotating your hips from side to side, making sure that our core is always, always, always engaged. And getting started in 3, 2, 1, let's go. I think I'm gonna go to my elbows for this last time. I prefer it that way. Going from side to side, making sure my hips are keeping in that semicircle rotation, always coming back into my good plank position in the middle. We're almost done here, 10 more seconds. It's the last time we're doing it. Give it all you have. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Last time doing these side planks. Give it all you have every single time. We're almost done. Keep at it. We're getting ready. And in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Lifting it up. Down and up. Down and up. Really making sure each time you feel it in your core, really engaging that core each time. If you need a rest, if your arm is what's tired, stretch it out. You can do a quick shoulder stretch on each side and then come right back into it. We have 10 more seconds. And in 3, 2, and 1, relax. This is the last time we're doing it, switching it to the other side. You want to make sure that you can do this, really focusing on those obliques. Let's get ready. And in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Really focusing on lifting that hip up to feel it on the side of your core right here, the side that's closest to the floor. Really feeling that contraction when you lift your hips up. We have 20 more seconds here. Last time we're doing it. Make sure you have incredible form this entire time. 15 more seconds. Making sure you're breathing during this entire time. I don't want you holding your breath. Really breathing in and out. And relaxing in 3, 2, 1. Relax. Get a quick drink of water. We have one more set before we cool down. Our last set, we're gonna start off what I like to call Supermans. So we're gonna be on our stomachs here on our mat, laying down flat, and we're gonna lift up our legs and our torso up like if we're flying in the air, like Superman. Really engaging that lower back, the back of our core, as well as our glutes and our back. And after that, we're gonna come up into our plank, and we're gonna do a good old mountain climber, either jumping or stepping it out, whatever you prefer. Same thing 3 times, repeating it 3 times, 35 seconds on with a 15-second rest. Let's get started. Get ready with our Supermans. Laying flat on your stomach, and in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Really lifting up either both our legs and our arms, or we can focus on one side, lifting just your torso up or lifting just your legs up. You can alternate if you like. You can go torso, legs, torso, legs, and then you can do both. Do what your body's telling you, but keep trying to push yourself. We have 5 more seconds here. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Get ready, start getting ready to go into our plank for those mountain climbers. We have about 10 more seconds of rest before we get started. And in 3, 2, 1, let's go, mountain climbers. I want you to make sure that you're bringing your knees up into your chest and making sure that you feel it throughout your entire core. If jumping's uncomfortable for your knees, you can always step it out. Bringing one knee up at a time. And if you'd like, you can go sideways, making sure you're getting that cross formation. But I want you to stay consistent, either straight or sideways. We have 5 more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. We have 2 more times around with this set, starting with our Superman. So let's get ready. Getting ready by laying on the floor, and we're starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Really lifting our legs and our torso. Feeling that contraction in our lower back, or what I like to call the back of the core. This move will really help with your posture. It's a great move if you have also lower back pain. Once you strengthen that lower back, your pain will subside. So this is a good move to add into any of your core workouts. We have 5 more seconds here. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Halfway through. Let's get ready for those mountain climbers. Getting ready in our plank position. Of course, you can also do these on your elbows if it's uncomfortable for your wrist. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1. I'm doing my elbows and going straight forward this time. Really focusing on my core right through the center. Bringing my knees up to my chest as much as I can. We have 5 more seconds. Making sure I'm trying to keep my good plank position the entire time. Breathing in and out, even when it's difficult. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. One more time around, and then we're done. We're gonna go into our cool down right after we do this for one last time. Let's get ready into our Superman position. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Up and down, up and down. Make sure you're not holding your breath up, especially up at the top. I want you to make sure you're breathing out when it's most difficult. So breathe in, and then out, coming down. In and out. We have 10 more seconds. Keep at it. This is the last time you're doing this. Keep at it. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Last move of the workout, and then we get to a nice cool down. So give it all you have right here. We're getting started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Really gonna push myself this time, and I'm gonna be jumping the entire time. I'm trying to bring my knees all the way up to my chest, keeping that good plank position the entire time. Bringing my knees straight up and not wavering from that. We have 15 more seconds here. Keep at it. Really trying to get my heart rate up and pushing through. And we're going to relax in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Get a quick drink of water, and then we're going to start our cool down. Let's start our cool down. Let's go into our downward dog. You can walk it into it, making sure we're pushing our chest into the floor here, and we can start walking it out, really giving our calves a nice stretch here. Making sure you're breathing in and out, really focusing on our breathing here. One last time, breathing in and out. We're gonna bring one leg forward all the way into a running stance, really focusing on our hip flexor here, pushing this hip down into the floor as much as you can. You can stand it up or keep it down here, really focusing on that hip, bringing that knee down now, shifting your weight and stretching out the opposite leg's hamstring, leading the stretch with our chest, not our head. Breathing in and then going deeper, breathing out. And one last time, breathing in and going deeper, breathing out. And then coming back, shifting our weight again into that hip flexor stretch, giving it one last good stretch here. Bringing that leg back, going back into our downward dog. Making sure we're pushing our chest into the floor and feeling that stretch throughout our back. Now, bringing the opposite foot up in our runner's lunge position, really focusing on bringing that hip down into the floor, the opposite hip now. Either staying low down here or bringing it up, still keep focusing on that hip. Really stretching out those hip flexors. Then dropping the knee, shifting your weight, and leading the stretch now with your chest. Breathing in and breathing out. Leading with the chest. Breathing in again and breathing out, going deeper into the stretch. Coming back, shifting our weight again, going back into that hip flexor stretch. One last time, give that hip a little bit more of a stretch. Now, coming back into our downward dog. One last time, really focusing on pushing our back in. And going down now into our cobra, really focusing on stretching out that core, making sure our shoulders are away from our ears, and we're really stretching that core throughout. And breathing in and out. And one last time, breathing in and out. Putting our toes under us again, going one last time into our downward dog. Dropping our knees and going into our child's pose now. Making sure we're breathing in through our and breathing out. One last time, breathing in and breathing out. You can stand up now. Going into a sumo squat position, breathing in one more time and out. One last time and out. You guys did awesome. You rocked that workout. I hope to see you next week. Have a nice rest of your week. Bye.